the assessment room, wildlife rehabilitator Katie prepares to examine a northern saw-whet owl that was found on the grounds of the C&E during the Royal Winter Fair Festival.
Oh, that eye looks sore. He's squinty.
The frightened little owl didn't fly away despite many people being around, indicating he was likely in pain. Katie began with a full-body exam to ensure nothing urgent was wrong.
Everything feels good so far. And at this point, I'm going to age him.
In some owls, a pigment can be found that fluoresces bright pink under UV light. The pigment breaks down as the feathers age and wear, so specific fluorescent patterns can be linked to the bird's molt patterns, determining their age. Here, wildlife rehabilitator Clements is about to examine and age an eastern screech owl. This bird was found on the ground at a bus stop, not moving, but thankfully was brought in for help.
Will you turn off the lights for me? Thank you.
The pink glow here is more erratic, indicating generations of molt, so he's likely 2 years old, maybe older. Katie uses the same method to age the northern saw-whet owl.
All of the feathers that have a pink tone to them are first-year feathers. And their uniform, I think he's a first year.
She continued his assessment by checking his ability to flap his wings and examining his eyes. He was given some eye drops to help with an ulcer, a sore on his cornea that was causing the squinting, as well as medication to ease his pain.
Let's just check our ears. Wow. The largest ears for the smallest animal. Ears. Okay.
Soon he was set up in a temporary enclosure in the ICU.
He's doing okay. I think he's going to make a full recovery.
His injuries indicated the poor owl had likely collided with a window. Thankfully, with ongoing vet checks and continued care, the little saw-whet did begin to improve. Soon, he was ready for a bigger space to help him strengthen his flight. As for the eastern screech owl, his injuries were more severe.
So he came in really rough condition. He was really struggling to stand, struggling to breathe, like his breathing was really shallow and quick. So we decided to just kind of give him supportive care and give him some oxygen, some heat. And after a little while, he perked up, but even so, he's still in quite delicate condition. So rather than stressing him out by placing him into like an appropriate position for full x-rays, we just decided to do quick x-rays just like in the box and see how they look. And they were good enough for our purposes. Dr. Ham was able to determine that this bird has a radius fracture on the right side.
The radius is a bone in a bird's wing. So in order to prevent movement and start the healing process, Clements carefully wrapped his right wing. On top of the break, the bird's right eye was severely traumatized to the point it had completely lost function. To avoid prolonged pain and potential infection, the veterinary team decided to operate.
So we're gonna pre-medicate our eastern screech owl for surgery to help him go to sleep easier. The surgery we're planning to do is called an evisceration. It's a type of eye removal surgery. So we're going to do that because his eye is ruptured from some sort of trauma that brought him in.
The eye was successfully removed and Dr. Berg stitched the eyelid shut. Since they rely so heavily on their hearing to hunt, owls with vision in only one eye can still thrive. With proper care and rehabilitation, they can be released back to the wild. Still continuing his recovery in the aviary, the northern saw-whet owl's squint was completely gone and his behavior indicated he was feeling much better. Before long, he was ready and in transit to a safe release spot. If you like our videos, please subscribe to our channel and make sure you hit the bell to be notified when we share new content. We would also love if you shared this video with a friend.